It's that time of the year again. OAU post UTME is just a week away, but don't panic. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Akoni Mutilayo, also known as Dr. Mo, a third-year medical student of Obafemi Awolowo University, and my channel is about helping students navigate their educational and personal growth journey and lots more. So in this video, I'll be talking about some of the things that you need to note within this last few days that you have, the common mistakes that students make, and even the things that you need to note on the day of your exam. Because aside studying, you also need to be well informed. So ensure to stay till the end of this video. At this time, I want to believe you're definitely familiar with the exams, that you have just 40 questions to answer in 1 hour. So this is not the time to start talking about what the exam looks like, because definitely for you to be here, you definitely know how the exam looks like. I want to believe that you are prepared to an extent by this time. And if you are not very prepared, you still have 1 week, and it's a lot as long as you are able to maximize your time well. So whether you think you're well prepared or not, at this time you need to start revising smartly. That's very important. You need to start your revision of the things that you've learned before. For your current affairs, this is the time to continue practicing those questions, those things that you need to know. Continue practicing and practicing them till the day of your exam. And also in this last few days, if you know that you are just on your own, you don't have other students that are writing post UTME that you are connected with, please ensure that you try to connect with other students taking this exam. This way you are able to share information, you are able to stay updated, because trust me, this period a lot of questions around to practice. Aside you need to practice past questions, I want to believe that you have access to OAU post UTME past questions, because there are people that have written these exams in the past, and some of them are try to compile the questions that they can remember. So all of these things will be around, so try to connect with people and keep practicing and practicing. I'm telling you, practice is very important. Just keep practicing all those questions till the day of your exam. And if you know that you're not in touch with other students writing this exam, I created a group just to help share some of the things that I might have. And if you know you have something that would be beneficial with other people too, you can just check the description box below, click on the link to join the group. So please don't take your connection for granted. Don't study in isolation, because I believe that for you to say you want to write a post UTME, you know that it's entirely not the same as what you did in O level, and that you need to know certain things that are peculiar to the exam. Then another thing is, as you are revising, you need to be testing yourself. You need to be testing yourself. So by practicing those past questions, you are testing yourself. So it's not like you're just focusing on revision. You need to keep practicing and keep testing yourself. Any concept that you think you don't know, sit down and test yourself on that particular question. Solve many questions on that particular aspect, and that would help you. Now another thing is, I believe many of you wrote UTME, and that's why you are here. Of course, all of you should have written UTME to want to write post UTME. So you already know how CBT exams work. You already know how to answer computer-based questions. So it's basically, the only difference is that there you're answering 180 questions, but here you just have 40 questions, and that there you have to locate your center, but here you can do it at the comfort of your home, which is usually not advisable. And then you can find centers around that you can register with to take the exam. Then you need to ensure that this week, if you have not found a way that you are going to write the exam, please start already. You need to know how you are taking the exam, and that you are not going to be running up and down on that day to write the exam. So that's why it's always advisable to get a center where you can write the exam. So however way you want to go about it, the main thing I'm trying to pass is that you need to know exactly how you intend to take the exam that day. So for people that might want to do it on their own, I believe you know already that you need to have your system ready that has a very good and strong network. That is very important. Your safe exam browser should be on your system already, and you should be sure that you can take the test without any problems. Then also you have your jottings, you have the important things that you noted while studying. This is the time to go through all those things again, so that you'll be able to remember. And this last few days, so you need to study for as long as you can. You need to try to put in your best, give it the energy, that it needs now, the time that it needs now. Then when it's a day to your exam, by that time you should know how exactly you want to take the exam. All you need to do is just to continue your revision and just keep studying till the day of your exam. And you also need to ensure that you eat and rest. Don't break down before the exam. Then on the day of the exam, you need to understand that you need to be confident in yourself. It's important that you don't panic. It's important that you are not anxious, because anxiety can make you forget things that you even know. It's important that you say a word of prayer before your exam. And also for people that might be entirely new to the exam, on the exam day, you might experience issues like being logged out or not being able to take your exam at that particular time. But it's important that you stay calm and don't let that affect you. Many a times, once you send a complaint, they are going to reschedule you, and then you can retake the exam. And that is why it is important for you to take the exam where there is very good internet. Don't say you want to write the exam when you know that it's 3G that you're using or 4G. Try to get a 5G network provider, so that you are not going to have issues while writing your exam and it can go smoothly. And also on that day, while you are answering your questions, you know your subject combination already, it's advisable for you to start with the one that you find the easiest. That way it's going to help you, because you're answering the easy questions, the ones that you know first, and then you're able to get them. That boosts your confidence to be able to tackle other subjects that you think might be difficult. Then another thing to note that I would always advise anyone taking any form of exams is not to get stuck with any question, especially when you just start your exam. As you're answering your questions, if you come across any question that you find difficult, just skip to the next question, and then your brain keeps processing the question you left, and then you can, when you are done with your other questions, then you can go back to that particular question to solve. Because if you waste your time on one question, there are other questions for you to solve. You might eventually waste your time and not get the maximum score that you can, because you already wasted your time on a difficult question. Also, when you are done with the exam, you have 1 hour for 40 questions. You can cross-check your work if you have the time, which you most likely do. Cross-check your work to ensure that you did not make any mistakes. So yeah, I think those are the things you need to know. You have just 1 week, and yeah, trust in God. Pray that it helps you with the exam. You have just 1 week, and I think these are the important things you should know this last few days that you have, and on the day of your exam. Practice, test yourself, get ready, and go and write the exam. If you experience any issues, even if you eventually write it with the center and then you experience any issues, they're going to fix it for you. They will schedule you to write the exam, so you should not panic, and do your best, put in the work, try as much as you can, study, and you'd be glad that you did. Don't forget to connect to other students too. So check the description box below, and you can join the Telegram page that I created for you guys to connect with one another. And yeah, one last thing I remember I didn't talk about is time management, but I want to believe that you've written UTME and there you've learned how to manage your time. The time you have for the exam would definitely be enough for you, but still you should not neglect time management and ensure that you stay updated too. And that's basically it for this video. If you found it helpful, please click the subscribe button, like, and share with other people that are also writing this exam. I wish you all best of luck. See you in my next video. Bye. Just before you go, hit the subscribe button. Thank you.